On our last episode of Sailing One Life, we made friends with the local archaeologist in town who showed us around the historical island of Statia. We then found ourselves somewhere unexpected as a north swell rolled into the anchorage. We took a tour of the solar farm, and then we checked out 2 new dive sites and experienced our first Statia Pure White party. Hi, we're Brooke and Gary.
A year ago, we traded the American dream for our dream.
Welcome to One Life. We're going for a night dive! I'm so excited. There's supposed to be lots of turtles here and I can't wait.
Gary and Kiara are on the way, coming over with Ringy. And then we'll head over to Stumpy and we're gonna go dive the Chintong. Pretty exciting. This is only our second night dive ever. The last time we did a night dive was in St. Croix at the pier and it was magical. Here they come right now.
Dinghied over to the dive boat, which was moored only about 500 feet from us. How convenient is that? We loaded our gear onto Stumpy and headed off to the dive site with the sun slowly setting. Our instructor, Gary, gave us a quick night dive briefing while we waited for the sun to go down.
If you want somebody's attention, you cross their beam like this, okay? Or if you see something really nice, you need somebody's attention, you're in trouble, nice up and down fast. Okay, we're going up, we're going down, or we go this way. Turtles now we're going to be looking for are going to be in under ledges. Because what they'll do is come up, get their breath, and they'll find somewhere, sit underneath, and then when they need the next breath, they come out and come up. If you do see a turtle coming at you, get out of their way because they're going to bed. They're going to sleep. Okay. Any questions on anything?
And as the sun slowly slipped below the horizon, it was time for us to splash.
3, 2, 1, go.
As we approached the Chintong, there was still a glimmer of sunlight shining down to help us find our way. And before we knew it, here came the turtles to get settled into bed. I was too excited and focused on the turtles to film much, but all of the critters and coral blooms were quite magical. The footage just doesn't do this experience justice. When we made it back to Stumpy, it was completely dark, and all we could see were Statia's lights in the distance. When we got back to One Life, Kira made us the best after-dive dessert.
Oh.
This fun little segment is for all of Gary's beard haters out there. After 7 months since shaving last, he was finally too hot to bear it any longer. But don't worry, it'll be back soon.
This morning, we're headed over to the boatyard to shock them with my beardless face. And then Brooke's going to help sand one of the dive shop's boats that's out on the hard right now.
Morning!
Hey guys, looking fresh.
Who is this young man?
I'm Gary, nice to meet you.
You're not so hairy, Gary.
Not so hairy.
He's still hairy. After a quick stop at the dive boat, we headed over so I could meet the dive shop owner, Sarah, and help with sanding their other dive boat.
Oh, this is gonna be nice and toasty.
Yeah.
My literal sweatsuit.
And while Sarah and I were sanding, Gary took off to Seacar, the archaeology center, to help with some maintenance. The island of Statia had done so much for us, we wanted to give back, and volunteering seemed like the best way to pay it forward. And when all the work was done, we celebrated with a couple shots. Good morning, guys! Good morning! They just heard us come up. Hi. There is a local animal shelter in town, so we decided to volunteer a few mornings there to help out. Gary would get their breakfast ready, while I put their leashes on to get them ready for their walks. At first, we were a bit leery of volunteering because we knew we would want to take all of the dogs home, but we figured a few extra walks and some extra snuggles would be good for the dogs and us. Once the dogs were all taken care of, it was time to love on the kittens. I've been wanting to volunteer at an animal shelter since we lost our dog Tuffy, and I'm thankful we were finally able to do this in Statia. As you can probably tell between our last couple episodes, we got into a bit of a routine while in Statia. Our days were filled with hiking, diving, or volunteering, and our nights were filled hanging out with our new friends. Maybe the familiarity of a somewhat normal life is what attracted us to Statia so much. This morning we are headed on another hike. This time we're meeting Alex and Rude, a couple friends we met here, and we're gonna hike the north side of the island today.
We made our way to the North Hills, a rugged, uninhabited terrain across the island from the Quill. We reached Bergie Summit, where we relaxed, had some snacks with our friends, and watched the clouds roll by. We kept the day short and headed back to One Life. We needed to rest up because tomorrow we had a very big day. What day is it?
It's my birthday!
We headed over to Beau and Brandy to get the party started.
Oh! This is awesome! Best birthday mimosa ever!
Cheers, guys.
Cheers!
Happy birthday!
So we've got cream cheese and bagel seasoning, we've got Nutella, we've got berries, we've got peanut butter and bananas, and whipped cream, breakfast potatoes, eggs, and a mound of bacon. So, gotta calm down.
Holy crap, what time did you wake up this morning?
Happy birthday, Brooke!
So fun! We're going diving!
After an amazing breakfast, we all headed over to the dive shop.
Does everybody have their weight?
Yes.
Does everybody have their pens?
Yes.
Masks?
Yes.
BCDs and regulators?
Yes.
Okay.
One last thing.
Yeah.
So guys, there's a very important person on the boat today. If you guys wouldn't mind to help me to sing a happy birthday for Brooke.
Happy birthday, dear Brooke. Happy birthday to you.
Let's see some turtles!
The dive was spectacular and it was so fun to have a group to celebrate with. We loaded back on Stumpy and headed back to the dive shop to get cleaned up. Once all the gear was put away, it was time to really get the party rolling. Not frozen.
Jello jiggler?
Absolutely.
Get in there, get
We
in
can.
there!
No, we cannot.
Get in there, Jenny!
Just slurp it from the plate.
Preliminary time.
The dive shop had a wakeboard that we had been eyeing, and since it was Brooke's birthday, what better time than to get a quick tow session in behind the dinghy. When we got back from wakeboarding, the dartboard was out and Kira was busy cooking up a classic American feast. Brooke had requested a barbecue for her birthday, so hot dogs and hamburgers were on the menu. The party continued as the celebration went on all day and well into the night.
Thanks, everyone! We We focus a lot on scuba diving while here in Statia, but some days we feel the need to ditch our tanks in order to feel a deeper connection between ourselves and this majestic ocean. There is something satisfying about exploring the unknowns around us, one breath hold at a time. Freediving makes us feel closer to nature, and some of our most memorable underwater experiences have been snorkeling around uncharted territory. But none of our experiences have ever compared to anything quite like this. As luck would have it, we were casually freediving from our dinghy when we saw a couple of whale tails heading straight for us. And what else are we supposed to do but frantically grab our gear and jump in? I will never forget the way I felt during this moment.
We just swam with whales. There was 2 big humpback whales that came by. We were free diving and we saw one of the dinghies from the dive shop come out because they had spotted them from the dive shop, and sure enough the whales swam right at us and we jumped in and it was awesome. It was so cool. Coolest thing I've ever seen underwater.
Oh, cool.
I'm not lucky or what? I mean, what? Oh my god.
It's not every day that you go swim with humpbacks.
Oh my god. A big thank you to all of our One Life crew. We have the most kick-ass friends and family.
To score some SV One Life gear for yourself, head over to svonelife.com. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
There was rum in there.
There's definitely rum in there.
This monstrosity! I'm sorry I did that.
So I'm sitting here trying to fill out our maintenance log, And I look across the table at Brooke, who's editing our video, and I see a tear rolling down her face. And I got very concerned, and I asked her why. And she said it's because of the whales.